Guys, welcome to Esi Wakago YouTube channel. This is where we inspire, we inform, and we also encourage people. I would want to know if you can hear me. And we gotta be going to the store. First of all, I want to go and check why they overcharged me on this one, and then we're gonna go shopping as we discuss about why my first host backed out, or why my first host couldn't host me, or why I'm gonna have to wait for you guys to join in. As soon as you join in, just register by saying hi, and I will really appreciate that. As soon as you join in, please register by saying hi, and I will appreciate that. If you can hear me, please write you can hear me. Hi, Wanjiko. So that we can start our video for today. And I'm really thankful. I would want to appreciate everybody who has been watching my videos. Let us grow together on our road to 20K. Hi, Justin. And I can't wait to see us. Like, whatever is coming up is... Hi, Bush Top. How are you? The voice is not voice. It's not, you cannot hear me? Voicing. Let me see. It could be it's going to the radio here. Let me see. Can you hear me now? Am I hearable? Hi, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay. Am I still hearable? Can you hear me? So, here is my story. Probably you have ever heard me talk through it. I've never sat down to give a reason why or to describe the scenario. But the thing is, when you win green card, after you win green card, far. Let me see if I can add volume here. So, if you still can't hear me, let me know why. I've never sat down to give you a story how I had a host and then I did not have one. So when I won green card, like I have always stated, it was not me who was processing the green card. Remember, I did not know nothing. I was very green, not just green, but somehow, let me say, very unknowledgeable. So I was relying with someone to do everything, and I did not ask them. They offered because I think they just figured out I'm just another cow, ngobe. So this guy was doing my everything. This is a person who has lived here in America for... It's someone who has lived here in America for over 25 years. So I think he realized I'm very much bushish. Yeah, ni mimi ni bush. I am just someone who cannot be able to walk the walk alone. And by God's grace, this person just volunteered to do my everything. Remember, this is the same cyber that I used to do my application. And doing the application, I did not do because I knew how to do it. He did it for me as well. He created my first email, my first successful email address. I had created more, but then I wouldn't know how to log in or leave in. I wouldn't know how to go to the cyber to use it. So I ended up getting lost. Because as much as you don't remember the password, you cannot be able to access your email address. So he created my first successful email address, and I have it up until today. Not the Esi Wakago, of course. Esi Wakago came later. There is now the other email, my Yahoo. He is the one who created it, and I used it. I used it throughout my green card process. I'm trying to go in here and check as to why they should overcharge me for this one. Mkikuyu ni Mkikuyu. I'm a Kikuyu. So every penny counts. So he was processing my everything, and I couldn't be able to even log in to look up my emails. Trust me, people come from far, and this is what I usually say. When you have come from too far and God has placed you somewhere, stop seeing people as they are dumb. Don't think that other people are not using their brain correctly. You were there long time ago, and then God has just molded you to the fire that you have become. I cannot believe today I can go sit down and do so much with a computer, and I couldn't even log into my own email. I didn't even know how to create one, and today I am here. Back to my story so that we don't lose it. This guy looks for my host because I don't know nobody. In fact, I used to think I was the first person in my village to come to America with a green card. But it is because sometimes when you are at a certain level, you only get to interact with people of your level. And that is life. And you better understand this. You cannot be able to interact with the president unless at a very special grace. Unless at a very special grace, you will not be able to interact with the president until you are at a certain level whereby you can be able to access him. So with me, I knew nobody. I knew nobody in America, and I used to think maju ni maju too. Like if you are abroad, abroad is abroad. And even if I'm going to America, I can look for a person who lives in Germany. After all, I don't even know where Germany falls. I don't know if Germany is in the American globe side or it is in the European. Thank God today I know. And don't get me wrong, I did go through the 844 education, but that did not give me enough to be able to identify European countries and the American countries, the Australian, and all that. I wasn't able to identify countries with continents. So here comes me. Let me do this as we walk. Here comes me, and I'm looking for a host. I don't know how to hold this. I'm looking for a host, American host, because that is a requirement. But I cannot. Yeah, now you should be able to hear me because I turned off the Bluetooth. And I'm so sorry because I have to repeat the story again. So I didn't know anybody. And Mr. Kigera was so kind to... No sound. What is going on? No sound? No sound? Still no sound? I have to get out then and log in again. Iko sawa? Okay. So, Mr. Kigera was so kind to talk to this lady. Remember, I don't know this lady. I know nobody. So, Mr. Kigera was able to talk with her, and she agreed to give us all to help us with an address or a host. Wasn't like a host per se, but me, I understood it was a host. Remember, I was so green, like I'm saying, and I didn't know nothing. I didn't know anybody, so any help was appreciated. So little did I know that this girl cannot be able to host us, and she couldn't be able to communicate the same to us. So what did she do? She cut communication. And we were left with, we already filled the
DS216, and now we don't have anybody. She cannot communicate because she doesn't know what to tell us. And us on the other side, we settled knowing we have a host, but we did not have a host. As, so trying to call her, trying to message her through WhatsApp, she couldn't reply. And now we were almost going to the embassy, and we needed a letter to go there for the invitation. You know, you need an invitation from your host to go with for the day of appointment. I do not know clearly if this is something everybody does require as for now, but I'm talking as per the information that I had back then. You needed an invitation letter from your host inviting you to their home because they're going to be hosting you. So the interview was getting closer. We didn't have a host because the host cut communication, and now we are stranded. I really kind of like felt like she was fake. She was not true to us. She wasn't doing us anything any good. Like she wanted to jeopardize the opportunity. But I came to learn later that she couldn't. She just couldn't, and it was just her being so kind, giving us her current address where she was hosted by her brother, who has a family. And now we couldn't. There is no way she could host us. She was new as well. So just giving us the address was just an extension of what we call kindness. Someone is trying to help you just to get you to the next step. But did we know this? No. Why? Because there was no communication. Did I hate her? Yes, by then I really, really hated her. Hi. Yeah, I would want to ask something. Yesterday I was here and I was shopping, and I took some 4 yogurts that were supposed to be $1.50, and I think she calculated it at the full price.
What brand of yogurt was it?
It was Stonefield Organic. It was on sale, and it had the stickers for sale.
I'm gonna have you go down to her.
Oh.
She's the head cashier.
Alrighty.
I would have to ask her anyway.
Okay. So she didn't say anything because she was not aware, or she was not able to know how to handle it, because we already prepared. We don't have any other host, and now we are here stranded. Remember, I don't know people in America. Remember, all the people I tried to contact were in Europe, all other parts of the world. But me, with my thinking and my level of understanding back then, I thought America is everywhere. Or as long as you are abroad, then you are able to host me because I'm going to be traveling to America, and America is everywhere. You know, I knew, but I didn't know how to identify these states. Now, the appointment day was close. I mean, it came to pass. And hi, I have a question. Yesterday, I did some shopping here, and this was supposed to be $1.50 because it was on sale, but she did calculate it at the full price because I can see the total.
I'm sorry, I do not understand what kind of yogurt it was.
It was Stonefield.
Which one?
Stonefield Organic.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to get some?
Yes, they did. Yes.
Yeah, let me grab some. All right. So the appointment date was getting closer and closer, and we couldn't find a host, and we need this letter to invite us to America. So we kept on looking and looking, but fortunately or unfortunately, we got stuck with the funds. We couldn't find enough funds to go to the embassy for the interview, nor could we do it for the for the let me look for it, plane. No, it was go ahead. Nor could we do it for the medical. We were not able to do for the medical as well because we didn't have funds. So this made us to buy more time, even though it was a big risk, because as you know, when you cancel your appointment to the embassy, especially for green card, because of how many cases they do have or they are dealing with, and also there are so many people who book appointments. So for you to get a slot again, it takes time. So it was kind of like some jeopardizing as well, but we didn't have a choice because we didn't have money, and there was no way to go and say you don't have money, so you have to come up with money. In the process, I was able to meet a friend who knew a friend who knew someone who could host us. I don't know if you got that. A friend of ours who knew a friend who had visited, who can help us to find a host in America. The friend apparently was living in America and had visited during that time. By then, time was so much gone, and we had already gotten our visas, but we couldn't fly because we didn't have the air tickets. Mine was a very hard fight, and that is why I barely want to listen to people when they say, oh, I don't want to participate in green card lottery because I cannot come up with the funds. Nobody has the funds. Unless you come from the Kenyatta family or your dad is the president of wherever you reside, then it's going to be hard for you to come up with the funds. You have to fight for this chance. So this friend had visited from Ndeya. Those people who know Ndeya, yeah, this is the type.
Cube one. Okay, so the
Yeah.
cube ones are all down here.
Oh, you sure?
Yes.
They are what? Can you say that again?
Coupon?
They are what here? Because I can still see they calculate here but not here.
Right, right. Because they are coupons, they don't show on the receipt there. They show at the end. So it takes off 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it wasn't $1.50. It was minus $1.50.
Right.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, you're
So now you see my Kikuyu problem. I have to make sure every penny of mine wasn't stolen. Guy, being a Kikuyu is also a course. Like you have a degree. So where was I? So this Motidirikani Nyumako. So where was I? I was talking about going to the embassy, and now we meet this lady who was visiting, and now she can help us with guy. Just excuse my poor memory. This lady couldn't. This lady is visiting, and now she's the one who's gonna be helping us to find a host. We don't know her. She don't know us. The person who is connecting us is the one who is the friend. So we managed to talk with her, or the guy who was connecting us, who is the friend now, our friend, managed to talk with her, and after a few days, because this is a neighbor of her at the village, and the neighbor now, by God's grace, the neighbor had gone to visit his parents in the village, and now he found out that this lady is called Faith. Let me just use her real name. He found that Faith had come from America to visit the parents. They are neighbors. So he comes to us, and we hadn't even disclosed that we are looking for a host, and we haven't been able to find one. So he comes to us and he's like, oh, I was, by the way, you people said you are going to America. So I have this lady who had, who had visited the parents, and she just landed. And we were like, oh, wait a minute. And then they talked, and then we were like, oh, we are now in a problem here because we cannot be able to find a host, and we are required to have a host in order to be able to go to the embassy. So this guy told us, oh, wait. I can speak with her. She's a nice girl. I can speak with her, and then we can figure out. We can figure out something. We can figure out if she can be able to host you. We didn't know there are protocols, there are policies here in America that might not work with someone. Even though you know someone, not everybody can host you. So we are just villagers who are trying to go to America, knowing nothing, but we trust in a big God. Faith was able to give us hope by the grace of God. She was able to give us hope. How? She agreed to go and talk with the person who hosted her. Faith could not host us because she was a single lady, and we had kids. We had 2 kids. And because of rules of school and the size of houses, and you cannot keep this amount of people because apartments come with a lot of rules. She was able to figure it out other way, and she said she's gonna be speaking, or she's gonna be communicating with her host once she comes back, because she was just there for a moment. And it happened that she came back and she was able to talk with the host, and the host agreed to host us on her behalf. Remember, the faith and host are not known to us. We don't know them. They don't know us. So these are events that are only happening by the grace of God. So now we have a host, and we got connected, and we got the invitation letter, and we got the address and everything. Because remember, the address we used to fill out the DS-260 is now going to be a different one because our host backed out, and we are not able to communicate with her. But when, by the grace of God, my first host and my second host lived in the same city, Florissant, Missouri. So when we told our host that we had another host who is not now talking to us, communicating, she was able to know, and she didn't talk a lot, she didn't tell us anything. But when we landed, she told us, I think she couldn't be able to host you guys because she just got here. We didn't know, and now we became even more. It became even more understandable to us as to why she went she went missing. There's so many things that go on here in America that cannot be explained just to everybody to understand, and especially when you're coming from other parts of the world and you do not understand what really America is, it is hard to get it. So my other host took over, and we got connected so well. She was so good. She was so nice. She guided us in every way that we needed. We even carried a lot of jahe, the black peas. We carried a lot of it for her because we had a lot of luggages allowed. We allowed 2 luggages each person. The big one, 50 kgs, 50 pounds. That is like 22 kgs. So it was until I got here, that girl happened to be working the same hospital that I went to work a month later or 2 months later after I landed. So I found her doing housekeeping, and she was like, hi, Essie, do you know who I am? And I'm like, no, I don't. And then she was like, I'm so-and-so. I was supposed to be your host. And I was like, oh, is it you? And she was like, yeah, but you know, sometimes it's so hard to explain things. Me, I just did the first part. that you needed to submit your second your DS-260 so that you can proceed with the process. But I couldn't host you, and I knew it from the word go. I couldn't host you guys. Why? Because I was new in America, and I was being hosted by my brother who has a family. Of course, he has a wife and kids, and they have their own plans and all that. But I just nicked the address so that you guys will not get stuck with the process. The minute Mr. Kigera told me that you do not know anybody at all, and I felt like I just had to provide you with the address so that you can proceed with the process. But when I went quiet, or when I went Mia, I did it even though I knew you wouldn't understand it, but I didn't know how to explain it. So guys, you see, this is someone who I really hated at the beginning, because I was like, why would someone do this? Why would someone jeopardize such a big chance? But she wasn't actually jeopardizing it. She was actually giving me an opportunity to process the green card, because if she didn't give me an address the first time she did, I don't know how I could have gone ahead with my green card process, because that is needed. You have to show that you have a host in America. Back then, you didn't have to provide, I don't know, proof of income and all that as they are doing right now. We're gonna go to the second store. Bear with me, guys, because we have to do this. I have a busy day today because my kids have they have practice. Jojo has gymnastics, and Nick has to attend some softball practice for his friend. So at first I thought this is a witch. This is an evil person, and I felt like she didn't have to do that. I'm going in here to get some meat and some macadamia. I love macadamia. They are very healthy, and since I started eating macadamia, I think I have felt a big change in my body. So this lady helped me a lot, but at first I felt like she was very evil. She didn't want me to come to America and all that. But after she explained it to me personally, I got to understand her point. Sometimes don't get too mad about people when they don't help you when you really need it in the way you want it. Just appreciate just appreciate the first help they offer, because nobody owes you anything in the first place. Nobody owes you nothing. If someone decides to help you, even if they don't go all the way, please appreciate that, because you don't know how much they sacrifice. I didn't know how much she sacrificed, even giving me someone else's address that did not belong to her, so that I can be able to process my green card. I was just getting mad because she is not picking up my calls. She is not responding to my WhatsApp messages, and whenever we would send her WhatsApp messages, all we would see is a blue tick. And that got us so mad, not knowing that we are not even supposed to be mad. We are supposed to appreciate. But did I know? No. Of course, she could have communicated, but she didn't wanna make us feel bad. So she was kind of way protecting us. I'm gonna turn my camera so that we can start shopping. So she didn't want to break our hearts. And us, on the other hand, we thought she is avoiding us. So that is my green card story. And eventually, some of my documents ended up going to her house. The same address. My green card went there. One of my kids' green card. I cannot remember whose, because they don't all come at the same time. I don't know why they don't process the green cards as a family. And guys, remember, you can pay your green card when you are in Kenya or wherever you are coming from, your home country. But I couldn't pay my green card because I wasn't even having enough funds for my travel, my air tickets. So how could I have afforded to pay green card when I'm home? so that when I get here, the process will be easy. Like they will process it, I will get it just within no time. I wasn't able to. So these are avocados. These are $1 each. They are very tiny. You can eat like 10 and still walk out like you ate nothing. So, and we have these big avocados here which go for so much money. Where is the price? Where is the price? They go like 2 for 5. These are big ones. They go for 2 for 5. So, this lady really was a bridge. She acted like a bridge. And I thank God for her. Maybe I couldn't have understood it, but today I do understand. This is beef, and this is natural. That means grass-fed. I only eat grass-fed meat, and they are very expensive, but we don't have a choice. I would rather eat this. This one is on sale. It was supposed to be $18. It is $11.71. And let me see the expiration date. Wait, when is today? Is today 18 or 19? If it's 19, it's past the date. I cannot eat it. When is today, guys? Is it 18 or 19? I cannot eat something expired, even if it's for free. So that was my journey. And today, like I always say, if someone tells you they cannot host you, it's not like, what, 19th? Oh, this is past the date. It's supposed to be out of here. This shouldn't be here because it's expired. It's expired. So let me look for another good one. I think I'll take this. How much is it? £2. Yeah, I'll take this. So sometimes people go through a lot here and they don't want to explain everything so that you understand. But you, on the other hand, just think they are just being mean. You know, this is a mean person. Like, if you could have asked me, I could have told you that lady is the most mean person. So I didn't know she was just extra kind. That is how we see people. You view people, your attitude, the attitude we view people with. Yani, I didn't even know how much she had helped me by just offering the career. We have these bagged avocados. They are 4, they are big, and they go for $5.99. Me with avocados, man, I love avocados so much, so much. Yeah, let's go shop for something called kefir. Kefir. I don't know if you know kefir, guys. Kefir is very healthy, or kefir, however you call it. And these are some sukuma wiki. This bunch here, it's like 3. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4. 4 sticks of these goes for goes for kill here. 2 for 4. That is definitely $2 each bunch. And you know how much you can imagine just these 4. Imagine, what is this now? This cannot even feed my son, my little baby. And simply because it's organic, it goes for that much. So I'm gonna take like 2. The rest I'll somehow cohohad. Yeah, I'm gonna take 3. Let me look for a bag here. There is something called organic food here. It's very expensive, but as usual, it is not as expensive as you can buy some medication. So me, I say I would rather buy. I'm gonna put it here and then I'll pack it once I get off the phone. So let's go do some kefir. So kefir is form of milk. It's a form of milk. I know some people know about it. I'm gonna show you where it is just in a little bit. And we also buy some pasture-raised eggs here, like this one. They are 12 for $7, and we have the big packets. They don't have them, or we have these, and they are $6.99 for 18. Okay, the money doko 18 for $7, and they are listed as non-GMO. This is why I shop here, because I don't want the man-made eggs. No. So I buy here because it's organic. I don't want to feed on plastic eggs. Anyway, so the next thing we're gonna pick is the kefir here. We have kefir right here, and I like this one. There are various types, as you can see, but I go for this one because it's very tasty. Remember, you usually do whole milk kefir, and always make sure it is plain non-GMO. You see here, non-GMO, meaning it's free of GMO. It's a cultured milk, mala in our Kenyan language, and I like it when it's 20. This is because it's gonna expire tomorrow, so I don't know. It's not worth it to buy it today because tomorrow it's gonna be expired, and I want something that can take me like 3 days because I only take a little bit of it. So they don't have something that is a date that is a little bit far. Tomorrow is the 20th, so I'm not gonna fall for this trap because I can only take it today and tomorrow. But all the same, I like this because it's a very different taste. I like it so much. But that being said, I can try to look for something else. Kefir cultured whole milk made in real fruit. No, you don't take the never ever. If you are buying something healthy, do not go for the I'm gonna take this one, and then tomorrow I'm gonna come and find fresh ones. They usually go for $6.49, and because I like this brand, I'm gonna take it today and tomorrow. I'm gonna have to share it with my dad so that we finish it by tomorrow, so that when I come next day I can find fresh ones that can go for a more longer time. All right. And the reason as to why you don't want to take flavored kefir or kefir, it's because once the flavors come in, you kind of like get other chemicals that you don't want. So the best thing to do is to take the plain, and also make sure it's non-GMO or it's from a grass-fed cow. You have a very big opportunity back there when you can be able to access grass-fed animal products. Here it's not always the case. Sometimes you have to go to certain stores and they charge you a lot of money. Like it's not just another store shopping. You're gonna pay a little bit more. So that being said, let me see if I can get some chicken, some chicken, and I also like minced meat for various purposes. Let me see. Healthy eating. Save $1. I save $1 and maybe the expiration date is close. Let's see how much the chicken are going for, because chicken are always very, very not as much expensive as other meat products here. You see, This is chicken what? I can't read for some reason. Chicken what? Guys. Oh, breast. Chicken breast. And these are the ones that don't have skin. I don't do those ones. I like chicken as it comes. So usually check for this non-GMO verified. And I want to buy some chico here, chicken drumsticks. These are the most cheapest parts of chicken here in America, the drumsticks. You see, they are going for $1.99 per pound. I'm not willing to buy drumsticks though, but I can go and bake some. It's been a minute. I haven't been able to bake. No antibiotics ever, and I say non-GMO, no hormones or steroids added. Let me see. I am very specific. No antibiotics or ever. Okay. I don't see anything said verified as a non-GMO, and I'm very, very specific when it comes to, yeah. So now you see the difference. Let me show you. This is non-GMO, and it says organic, if you can read that. This is just a little packet, and it's going for $7.19. Okay, when you come here for the same item, this is like how many pounds? This is 3.4 pounds. This is a big pack, and because it's not listed as non-GMO, it's going for $6.83 for twice as much weight as for this one. This is just 1.4 pound, and this is 3.4. So you can imagine and ask yourself, why is it that cheap? That is the question you should ask you every time you are buying food. Now, there is this whole organic here, and sometimes I bake a whole chicken, and it is organic and non-GMO. Just see the same company. They come from the same company. It's Sprouts. This is Sprouts as well, but since this has, it is not organic, it's gonna be less cheaper than this other one, and this is the one going for $1.99, and for the organic one it's going for that much. Imagine. So that being said, I wanted some drumsticks, and I want them organic, and I want a bigger package, and I can't find any. I want a bigger package because if I buy this here, it won't help me. I have teenagers in the house. If you know, you know. Those who are going to sleep, good night. Go night. I think this is Fobe. This could be Fobe, if I'm not wrong. So the reason as to why people drink like they are moving out is because, just imagine if this is Fobe, which I think is, maybe. Let me see if it has, yeah, it's beer from Mexico. Imagine this whole stuff here of 4, 6, it's just $10. Why wouldn't people kill themselves? And something like this is slim cans. It has how many cans? 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. It's a 12 pack for this much. So I think that is why people, when they decide to drink here, they drink a lot, like without caring. Okay. So let's go pay and see how much this gonna be. Then idea. Yeah, I think I have milk. Let's see how much this gonna be. And then instead of having the chicken roaring, and I know that music gonna make my video to be copyrighted because they have a music from, oh, I was supposed to get macadamia. Macadamia. I saw it somewhere. Macadamia somewhere. Oh, right here. You see? So this is macadamia, and this is 24 ounces. How much is it going for? $12.99. That is like 13. But I still prefer to buy it. These are raw macadamia. They don't have salt. They don't have anything. And like I told you, macadamia is very, very healthy for your health. Healthy for your health. Okay, and let me line up somewhere. Or maybe I can pay for myself. I like self-checkout. Okay. Right here. Let's do this. This is my macadamia. Then my eggs. And then the sukuma wiki. I have 3. And then I have the meat. And that was $18. And I have the kefir here, kefir. So the total is that much. I need avocados. $55 is gonna be my, and then I'm gonna have to add bags. They sell bags here. I'm just gonna take one because I could have brought mine. All right, now we're gonna pay. Okay, and then we pay. Yes, just one.
Information needed.
Round up, not today.
Insert cash or select payment type.
So that is how much? Just 3 or 4 items can cost you here. And I'll pay with card.
Use PIN pad
Wait.
to complete transaction.
I can use cash. I had cash. Let me use cash. That was like $55. So I'll go back. I'll do 60. 16. Can I go back here? Excuse me. Can I go back? I want to use cash. I want to pay with cash. Okay, thank you. So here we pay.
Insert cash or pay another way.
Guy, Nishiarego. Why is it not taking it? Does it have to go in a certain way? Oh, it's finally. It is. Thank you. Oh my gosh, here. My receipt and my coins over here.
Please take your change.
And I am done. gonna stack it like that because I don't have another hand. And that was our shopping for today. That is how much, that is how much food has gone up here. Like, you only need to take a few items and then that is the much you can pay. Like, it's Nikoru, Nikubad. It's so draining. Sometimes you have to make like as twice as the money you used to make before COVID in order for you to be able to live the same life you used to live, you know, like to maintain the same house you used to have, to eat the same way you used to eat. It's a lot, but we thank God because in everything we're supposed to give thanks to the Lord. So that is what we can do because we don't want to complain. Because I know other people are having it more rough out there, and I wouldn't want to act like the world is coming, the whole world is crashing simply because food went up or other things did happen the way they happened. If you cannot change anything, just accept the result. Kubali matokeo. And let me take this back. It's always good to take back the cart where you found it. Can you host someone? Are you looking for a host? Did you win green card? Did you have invitation? Whenever you have invitation, definitely the person who invited you is able to host you. If you're coming here with a seminar or something like a church, in most cases, and let me talk about this now that it just came up. If you ever get invited here, and the event that you said or the event that you presented at the embassy, you said it's gonna be in, for example, if you said the event is happening in, for example, Virginia or Texas, just an example. If you said you're going to be attending an event that is in Virginia or in Texas or in Kansas or in Missouri, wherever state that you present, you better get a flight and use their point of entry, because if you go fly somewhere else, they might end up, and I'm telling you this from experience from someone, they might end up deporting you because you have entered through the state that you didn't come to visit as per the interview. Remember, in America, there is something people need to understand. These people are very keen, very keen. I've never seen such a place. Imagine now coming from Kenya, where things are just done the way they just the way they come, and then coming to America and they do things the way they are supposed to be done. And it doesn't matter if they're gonna spend the whole day investigating something, but trust you me, they will. In case you have ever seen anything that doesn't look like straight with them, it is because maybe the system allowed that. But in most cases, they really they care, like they don't ignore, even if it's a full stop. If it was supposed to be there, it was supposed to be there. So if you ever say that you're coming to visit America and the conference where you're supposed to be going is going to be happening in Texas, my friend, please do not be lied to by people to tell you you can enter through any other state, they will deport you. They will deport you. Someone not too long ago was deported because they tried to get in through a different state than they listed. So when you're doing your preparation and when you are listening to so many people who give you a lot of advice, of course, not a good advice, please remember, you can be deported because of that. So stay ahead of things. And you would rather get in through the same state that you stated, then you can navigate. As soon as you get here, you can be able to move from one state to the other. Nobody asks you, by the way. If you said you are coming to visit Texas, and then you decide to go and visit Virginia, you decide to go and visit, let's say, for example, Washington, Seattle, nobody will ask you. You're going to just be flying like any other citizen with a passport. You just need your passport and board a flight and go to other states. Nobody will follow up with that. So in order to remove the confusion or to not get you deported, remember, if you get deported, it's going to be a very hard thing to come back here. So anything that can cause deportation, please make sure that you stay away from that, because you don't want to spend so much money, inform so many people that you're coming, and then the embarrassment and everything that comes with it, and all the fads, the money you paid to the airlines and all that. You don't want to lose your money like that simply because you did not pay attention to a very little detail. If you say you are going to Washington, the event going to be happening in Washington, Seattle, make sure your flight takes you to Seattle, Washington. That is your point of entry. Do not be lied to by anybody. Do not be misled, because people know so much, but they know nothing. These custom people don't play. And you being able to get that visa to America doesn't guarantee you your entry. You still can have that visa to America, and they will ban you at the point of entry. Why? They have the final say. These are the same people, green card people, have to come and hand over the yellow envelope because they have to be cleared by them. And somehow, even though green card is a more sure way to come to America, you get to know that now you've been received in America after you clear with these people at the point of entry. I am here to look up for some plastic bills. This is my macadamia, and I'm gonna eat some. Even though my hands are not clean, I don't know how I'm gonna eat because my hands are not clean, and I don't see any water. I have to wait. If there is anything, I cannot use dirty hands. So these custom people don't play, and they don't. My friend, they don't play. If you don't believe it, and if you ever wanted to test something, it is not the custom people. The custom people watakutenda, and that will be the end of you. Because the minute that visa of yours or the passport of yours gets marked, if they flag it, imagine it will be very hard to come here again. So don't spoil your visit simply because you think, even though the conference was to happen in Seattle, I can still go through, I can still go in through Texas. My friend, you will be returned. You will be deported. Why? Probably because of lack of knowledge, and that is where I come in. That is where I come and tell you this is a second-hand store, and I'm here to look for some plastic bins to go and clean up my garage, because I want to be parking my car inside my garage, and I need to organize it. I need to organize it because I want to get space. Summer is coming and it's gonna be very hot. So, guy, he gonna go push. Push is this way or this way. So hard. It says do not enter. Pool. Okay. This is funny. I don't know. Oh, someone just opened. Okay, so summer is coming and it's gonna be so hot. Let me show you the other side of this store. It's a second-hand store, and the reason as to why I'm buying, the reason as to why I came here is because I don't want to spend more money with, I don't want to spend more money with buying the new ones, because I have really purchased these plastic bins for my clothes, which cannot fit in my closet, and now I want to clean up the garage, and I don't feel like I want to spend more money buying new stuff, and I'll have to wait anyways, and I want to do that tomorrow. If I order online, I'll have to wait a little bit, and they don't even seem to have them. So this is our Mutumba. If you ever wanted to buy something secondhand, you're gonna be here. This is our Mutumba, and I don't seem to find the plastic bins that I'm looking for. So eventually I will have to go to buy new ones. I didn't want to have that expenditure, but it is what it is apparently. So kuna it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't seem to find none. Okay, let me go home. I don't need to waste time here. Since I didn't want anything else other than those plastic bins. So if you ever come to America and you don't know where to get some stuff to begin life with, this can be a to-go to place where you can come and find stuff. Yeah, you can come here and find stuff. Don't seem to find any. Let me go to the kitchen area and see if they have them there. If they don't, I just have to buy new. And I didn't want to do that, but it is what it is. So here you can buy few stuff like household items. But now with Walmart, let me tell you, with Walmart being there with very affordable prices, I would rather go buy from Walmart. Like the place here, you see, they are nice. It's true, they are nice, but you see, they are not cheap. They are $4.99 for the three. At Walmart, you can get new items at close to the same price. So somehow I feel like you need to do your math. But sometimes you can find some nice stuff. But who wants to buy this old thing for $4.49? You don't want to do that. Even though it looks nice, you can find the same in Walmart for the same price. It doesn't seem like we have, but if you would want to buy like cooking pots to begin with, this would be a good place. You see, like this one, it's a non-stick, and it'll matter $6.49. Maybe for cooking pots to start with, to begin with, you can, but somehow with stores like Ross, you can get something better at a very good price. You see? Yeah. I would rather. Okay, it's a good place to start with, because it helps people to settle down, because you can buy a lot of cooking pots at a very affordable price. like this is a big cooking pot here. Wacha nionyeshe. But inafaa kusuguliwa. It's a big pot for $10. This one here is a new one. It's $9, $10. It's like a new pot. Kitu imefanya labda kuwarm maji. All right, I'm not here to show up this kadhalika here. You see a pot like this one. This is a very heavy duty pot, but imetumika kabisa. So sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you can come here and find new items. And if you find new items and they are being sold at a good price, you can have them. Like, for example, look at this set. This is a nice one. This is a nice set. These are called China King. And they are not cheap. They are expensive, but you can buy the whole set at $9.99, which is cool. And it comes with all this, all that. So it all depends with what you're looking for and what is worth buying, what is not worth buying. Yeah, like this set here can be used for decoration. It's $7.99. You can decorate it. You can decorate your china cabinet and all that. But that comes later in life. You can also find other good stuff here. They have everything, but it all depends with what you are looking for. You see this set here. This is now worth. This is worth. It's how many dollars? It's $6.99. By the way, and they look new. Only that they are dusty, but this is worth paying $6.99 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This can, for $6.99, you can survive. Like if you have seven plates in your house, what else do you want? Unless you have guests that are gonna be camping in your house every single weekend. You can also buy Magirazi Goko. But what I'm saying is there is a store called Dollar General. Things like these glasses, you can buy them there for $1, and they are new. They are new. I'm gonna do a tour there one day to show you, like live. I have done a tour before, but I will show you live and direct, moja kwa moja yani. So let me go. I don't think I need to be here. The only organizers I see are these little ones. And I was looking for something big, not this one. So, yeah. Okay, let me show you what I was looking for. You see this kind of? The clear one? That one. That is what I was looking for. But since I didn't find any, I'm not here to shop. Anything else? Let me go home. Let me go home. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I think I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go order from Walmart, or I can go and pick up because I wanna organize the garage like today. And time is so much gone. This is a donation center, by the way. People donate and then they sell. This is a donation center. The store is called Saver. Yep. So that was it, guys. I'm gonna go home and try to do 1, 2, and I will also go to Walmart and check those plastic bins. Before you exit, please make sure you like my video. You see that guy cutting the grass there? That is another job that people do here. That guy you see there might be working for himself, and all he had to do is to buy that stuff. Is to buy that thing for cutting grass, and then he just rides it. Instead of cutting grass the other way, like manually, he cuts it this way. This way you can cut so many places. Maybe this one is his like 10th. And here we have a rule. You cannot just keep your grass tall simply because it's yours. No. You will be served with a fine. They will have you will have to pay some certain amount because of maintaining your grass too tall. You know, they assume wherever the grass is tall, it means the people don't live there. It's an abandoned place. So you have to cut your grass whether you like it or not. Guys, keep on liking my video, please. So cutting a grass here is not something you choose to do. You have to do it. If you cannot do it, then you have to hire someone to come and do it for you. Okay? So they cut, and then there is someone else who comes after him, trimming the edges and around the trees. You're gonna see him in a little bit here. So retaining or maintaining short grass is not something you choose. You have to do it. That guy is now trimming the edges and also around the trees because it has to be clean. Remember, this is a business place, or it's a business center, but still they have to take care of their part of grass. Okay? So there are so many things people can do here in America because the jobs has been created. There is so many job opportunities because already the system created that. They made sure by just saying you cannot keep your grass tall, that is a job opportunity right there. Because as long as you know you cannot keep your grass tall, you need someone to cut it. And remember, we are in the season whereby it rains a lot right now. So you cut grass, then within no time, the grass is tall again. Like you have to cut it every month, every single month. So that is a job opportunity. So other than America having, I mean, like people might think America was just blessed, like they didn't do anything. They just found an economy that was good. They just found a country that had a lot of jobs. No, I think the government has played they have played a big role in making sure the way the system is or works, it only works to provide more jobs. That way, people don't have to be jobless. And that's a good thing. That is a cool thing, a very cool thing. I need gas. Yeah, that is a cool thing. I needed to go to the bank. What time is it? 3:25. Okay. Yeah. So the government has really worked, and we need to give credit where it's due. The government has really worked hard to maintain this economy or the opportunities that America comes with. I'm going to make a U-turn and go to the bank over there, but we can still go together. Please like my video. Please, if you can hear me, say please. Oi, like my video. Tafadhali. The light. The light. Is there any problem here? Because this is not moving. Okay. I am one impatient person. Like, if the lane is not moving, I need to know what is going on up there. And I'm gonna go to my bank here to go and speak with one of the representatives. Hey, cool. I think it was here. Down. Before I go to the bank, let me show you this neighborhood here. I don't know if there is a way I can go through. No, if there isn't, I will have to postpone that because someone was calling. That's why I want to show you here. Like, can you hear me now? These are some townhomes, and this is a very nice place. Can you hear me? I want to take you round and round here. Let me go through here. Yeah, it was because my daughter was calling me. So these are nice townhomes. They are very new. They just got built. I don't have a second phone. I would have looked up to tell you how much they are going for. The other side is apartments. This now is a group of, a group of schools. You remember the group of schools? I hope this is not a one-way. The group of schools, buildings or houses, they are very new. And one side is apartments, and the other one is townhomes. Let me make a U-turn here, or I turn. So, okay, here is the thing. I didn't know actually. I'm just coming to know. This is a senior living. It's not apartments. This is a senior living here, as you see. That is the name. And they also have this other. Here is a senior living, like a nursing home, or where retired people come to stay to be checked, not necessarily because they are sick, but because they need help. They cannot be alone. All old people retire here. Instead of retiring, it's okay. Instead of retiring from at your house, living there alone. You know American life. American life sometimes can be very lonely. You have kids, yes. You did give birth to them, yes. You raised them, yes. But then when they grow up, they maybe don't want to live next to you because they want to be in another state, a different state. So what do? They move, and eventually you're going to be left alone. And you are old. Maybe your spouse died. So there is no way you're going to stay alone. You will have to look for somewhere with a community. And how can you do that? The opposite the side is it's a park. So how can you do that? You can only be able to do that if you rent a place like this one. You come and retire here, whereby you have neighbors. You see? Because individual houses or single family homes, they are far apart. So there is that loneliness. You have the loneliness that you do not want. So by default, you just have to come and look for a house where you can get a community to get to interact with people. Not necessarily because you're going to be walking with them. I don't know, you're going to be hiring them every now and then. But the thing of knowing all the assurance that you will have, they are neighbors. I have neighbors, and I know all of them are old. I know there are people who can come and look for or look after me here. You see? You see? Now they have everything here. They have a lake. They have this place where you can come here and just chill. That's like an ice cream place, a coffee place, a bakery. Ice cream. Now that's a bad decision. They have an ice cream place. This is a lovely place to be precise, and it's called the Inn. So they have apartments, they have townhomes, and they also have the senior living place. So right there they have somewhere for pastries, wine, soup and salads, and it's open to the public. Okay, so I don't want to go in there because I don't know if I will need private street. Oh, that is a private street, so I cannot drive in there. It's good to read. If you don't read, you're gonna find yourself in a problem. So here is where they have the place they can come and eat, like it's like a small city called the Meadowbrook Inn. Okay, I don't know what is up there. I can go and see. It's so lovely, like living in such a place. It's so lovely. One, because you won't be alone. Second, because it's a very nice place. It has everything you might need. They have a park right next to them, and neighbors. Sometimes I think when you grow older and older, at the middle age, you want privacy. You don't want a place that has many people. But as you grow older and older, now you want people because all your kids are gone. Sometimes we feel like we need privacy because we have people at our home. But when you become an empty nester, then you start thinking, oh my God, I think I would need somewhere with more people. You begin to feel like lonely and all that. So I think all stages of life give us a different experience, and every stage of life is different. Like here, they are now holding a party. There is a party here. I don't know how I can show you that. Let me make a U-turn and get to show you. That's why they have it's packed so much, because they have a party going on here. And here you don't just go in to a party uninvited. Wazungu likes, all white people likes, all Western people likes having a budget. So this is a party going on here. These are people who have rented this space to come and have party. And simply because I'm hungry, I cannot just go there and say, hey, the dog. No. You won't get anything. You won't get anything because they only feed people with a budget. If you are not counted, if you are not invited, you cannot eat simply because it's a party. It's a party, yes, but it's not your party. Okay? And that is how things work here. So this is a nice place to stay. And you have seen they have the other side. They have a senior living, the other side where old people can come and retire. And now they have like people's place. Wherever I'm crossing through right now is a resident for other people. Like you don't have to be here because you are old. They have sections for the old people, for the city like space, the store where you can have coffee, ice cream, and all that. People have money because I think this was someone's dream and now it has come true. So as usual, here we stop for people. Cars stop for people. It's not the other way. People don't stop for cars. So I was stopping for that guy, and here is a good view of the place, and the other view is that one. I just wish my phone could turn more so that you can see the beauty. And it's a two-way street. I have always loved to come here and drive around but up until today. And this is behind my house, by the way. It's right behind my house. Right behind my house. I just made a U-turn. I turned around so that I can show you that view. That view. Please like my video. Please guys, like my video. Now I can exit and go, because I have showed you almost everything you would want to see. So this kind of like a gated community, but it's also open to the public, because on my right hand we have a, do I have a stop sign? No. We have a park that is very big over here. That's a park, very huge. Whatever you just saw is not even a quarter of what they have. So now that I have done that, please like my video, because I did great showing you. And I was going to the bank, and I said, you know what, I need to show these people this place as I see it as well, because I've never toured it. By the way, I'm just touring it. And I told you this is behind my house. This place is behind my house. So now this is the senior living. So this is someone who had a very big dream. Like, they knew they wanted to do a senior living, and they also wanted to incorporate a community such that the senior people won't feel like they are living alone. That's a very good dream, by the way. That's a very good plan. And these homes, I will come here walking with another phone so that we can look up and see how much they go for, because they are very new, very new. They were just built. If they are old, they are not older than 2 years ago. They are not older than 2 years old. Okay? So yeah, that was it, guys. Now I'm gonna go to my bank in a little bit. It's just around here. I was happy to show you that place. Unplanned. That is impromptu. Yeah, these are very nice houses. I will come here with another phone so that we can look up and see how much they are going for. And you can see the other side of the lake. Let me zoom for you. You see how beautiful it is? It is so beautiful. So on the other end, they kind of like have individual houses, very nice ones. But in order for me to get there, I will have to be walking, not with a car. So we have a date. We will go through these American houses one by one. We have a date. I will come here and take you through those beautiful houses you can see from far, those ones. And we're gonna look up and see how much you need in order for you to stay here. Okay? It's a giave, is a date. So let me go to the bank now before they close. I know they close at 5, but I need to be at home before 5 because my kids have activities today, and I have to honor that. I also have to gas my car. It's empty, almost giving me a light. So I will go to the bank, finish up with the bank right here. Here is my bank. And then I will go home, take the meat and put it in the fridge so that it doesn't go bad, and then drop my kids off to their activities. And then after that, I am going to shoot a video. So my day is busy, very busy, very busy, very busy. All right. Now guys, before you exit, please make sure you liked my video, please be kind enough. Just give me those flowers by liking my video. And I'm here, I am done. Let me go in and see if this dude will help me get whatever I'm looking for. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So, Wanda, see you later.